just had my first day of chemotherapy. So I was there at 9:30 this morning. It's 5 o'clock now in the afternoon. I think I was picked up approximately 10 to 5, roughly that. So 10 to 5, and so it's been a very long day for me. I was the first into my particular bay. I was the last leaving my bay. So many a person did come in and out and all had different treatments while I was there. One chap seemed to have exactly the same treatment as me, and he was sent home with a pump. I'm sent home with a pump. See if I can show you. It's still attached to me right now. And yeah, and the only feeling I've got right now, I had a mini. It wasn't an accident, thank goodness, because I decided to go to the loo. I think that's always the best bet in things like when you're in the unknown. But I went to the loo and I had a bit of an explosion about half an hour after my first chemo. And the first chemo they wanted to give me said it was going to be half an hour long initially, but they made it an hour long. I presume that means it just drips in slower. They're not giving me more of that chemo. They're giving me the same amount of chemo. They just decided to put it in slower. So that's what they did. And they do pre-meds before that. Then they flush out your system. Then they put in a chemo. Then they flush that out. And my first chemo was compatible with saline solution. So I had the saline solution flush. The second chemo I had, that was a 2-hour infusion. I will get the names of this at some point. I cannot retain what the names are. Something like oxyplatin or something is the second one. I will learn that one. The first one began with an I, and this what second one was oxyplatin or something, and this one that's on a pump begins with an F. Flu something or other. I will get to know this later on. I'll be like a right pro. But the second one, was a 2-hour infusion, and I had a glucose flush for that because it was compatible with glucose flushes, not saline. And yeah, the only thing I can describe right now that I feel is if any of you been fortunate enough to be on a very long flight to somewhere like Thailand or Australia or somewhere. I've been to Thailand before, so this is why I think it feels like I've just come off a 14-hour flight. I feel like a bit, hot and sweaty, could do with changing my clothes. Other than that, I feel fine. I'm not in any pain, not in any discomfort. I don't feel sick at the moment, touch wood. I know it's all going to kick off soon, I'm sure, but I'm sure we'll have all that to look forward to. Got to speak to lots of people while I was in the unit. I'm one of those people that don't stop talking, so I did really try and keep myself stumm and let the other people lead the conversation, because I know I can go off on one. But everybody that left that unit said goodbye to me and wished me luck, and I wished them all the best too. And there were many a different story in there. Some who seemed to be complaining over not a lot, and other people that weren't complaining over a hell of a lot. So I think potentially, depending on what you're facing, is maybe, and everyone deals with things differently anyway, so that I will leave that to them to deal with it how they want to deal with it. I'm going to deal with it how I want to deal with it. So far so good. I kept a few people entertained and cheered a few people up and smiled at the nurses. I kept telling the nurses to go and, sorry, I've got a bit of a tickle in my throat. I want to have a drink, that's why. But straight after chemo, you can't have cold drinks because it affects your throat and it can make you feel probably like you got brain freeze. But if you get it the really bad brain freeze feeling, then you'll feel like that you're going to struggle with breathing, so that's quite scary for some people. I feel like maybe I'm having a bit of that effect now, but I'm okay. Yeah, and it's just about keeping your eye on the symptoms and waving that red card or using the numbers on the red card that they give you when if you need it. So far so good though. Just feel like I need to rest after. I just feel jet lagged at the moment is the best analogy, and I need to get my head around what tablets to take at what time, and then I will know, then I should be all right and on top of it. So I'll let you know how I feel tomorrow. I'm sure it'll all kick in then. That's all I can say. Okay, anyway, bye. Say bye, David.
Bye, David.
Okay, bye. I'll speak to you soon.